Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I've decided to film this flawless foundation contour and highlight routine, which is a routine that I follow quite a lot and is so useful for getting your base ready on your face for your eyes, your lips and your eyebrows. So I'm starting off by taking the No. 7 Beautiful Skin Day Cream for normal to dry skin. This is SPF 15, and I'm also taking the Blue Orchid Face Treatment Oil by Clarins, and I mix those two together and just kind of rub that all over my face and let that sink in for about 5 minutes. So I'm just taking my Benefit Porefessional, and this is a nice primer, and all this does is just smooth down my skin, ready for applying my foundation. So I mainly just apply this to my T-zone, but with the remainder that's left on my fingers, I just apply this to the rest of my face, ready to prime for the rest of my foundation and concealer. So I'm going to shake up my Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Siberia, and I'm going to apply this with my damp Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and just pat this all over my face so it's nice and set in my face, ready for my concealer and ready to be set later on. So I'm avoiding directly under my eyes because I am going to be applying some concealer there and I don't want it to look too cakey. So I've avoided around there, but I'm going to just apply this to the rest of my face as my base for my concealer and all the rest of the powders I'm going to be using. So this is a really nice foundation. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I've mentioned this guys to you in my previous video and it's just amazing. So now I'm going to colour correct, and I'm using this red shade from the Morphe 20 concealer palette, and this is just going to cancel out any dark circles under my eyes. And then what I'm going to do is blend all this out, ready for when I'm applying my brighter concealer over the top. So here I'm just going to take this blue shade, and this is going to cancel out any redness on my face, so mainly around my nose and any nasty things on my face. So now I'm just going to take my Real Techniques sponge and I'm just going to blend out all of that so that it doesn't look really obvious under any of the rest of my makeup I'm going to be applying. So here I'm just taking this really light concealer shade from the 20 concealer palette by Morphe brushes, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes just to brighten up this area. So I'm going to apply this in kind of a triangle shape under my eyes to bring light, so if there's anything shining down on me, it's going to pick up these areas the most rather than the areas I don't want it to pick up. So I'm also going to apply a small amount of this to my chin to make it look a bit bigger, and just to the centre of my nose to highlight the centre of my face as well. And then I'm also going to apply this just to my forehead, and I'm not going to apply so much because my forehead is already quite big and I don't want to accent it even more. I'm just going to also apply it around just by my eyebrows, just kind of carve them out a little bit more, and below where I would normally contour as well to brighten up this area and make my contour look that bit sharper. And now I'm just going to blend that all out with my Real Techniques sponge, just so it's nice and seamless on my face, there's no harsh lines or anything like that. So I'm going to go in with this bit darker shade from that same Morphe palette, and I'm going to kind of contour my nose and just sculpt it that little bit more. So I'm using a concealer brush, and this is by Eco Tools, or So Eco, and I'm just going to kind of use very small circular motions to blend this in down the sides of my nose and up just below my eyebrow as well. And I'm also going to take this on the end of my nose and kind of apply it just above where my nostrils are. Then I'm also applying it under my lip, and I've applied it just to the centre of my cupid's bow to kind of accent that area a little bit more and make my lips look bigger. So I'm going to take my MAC Transparent Finishing Powder, and this is just going to set everything under my eyes and on the rest of my face so I don't have any creasing or any fallout or anything like that during the day, and it'll look nice and seamless. So now I'm just going to take this warm tone shade from the Smashbox Shape Matters palette, and this is going to bronze up my face, make it look a little bit darker because I know that I am very pale, so any bit of colour that I can add to my face is always going to help make me look a little bit more defined and like there's a little bit more going on with my face. So now I'm going to apply this cool tone shade from the Smashbox Shade Matters palette, and I'm going to kind of contour with this. I'm going to apply it to the hollows of my cheeks and my forehead, a tiny bit to my jawline to hide that double chin that I've got over Christmas. Lol joke, I've had it all my life. And then I'm just going to blend it all out with this really nice sculpting brush by Real Techniques. So all this is going to do is define my face and sculpt it that little bit more, because I don't want to just have a kind of blank face. I want everything to look nice and sculpted and look like there's more definition going on in my face rather than just a blank canvas. So I'm going to just take my Soft and Gentle highlight by MAC, and I'm going to take the Real Techniques fan brush and just apply a small amount of this just to my cheeks and kind of round where my eyebrow is. I don't really know what this area is called, but I'm going to highlight that anyway. And then I'm also taking the Mary Luminizer by TheBalm, and this is kind of a brighter, more pigmented highlight. It's not more pigmented, but I kind of use more of it, if you get what I mean. And I'm just going to apply this over the top of the Soft and Gentle to bring that out that little bit more. I'm also going to apply this to my nose, and this is just going to kind of accent it. I don't want my nose to look really obvious, but I just kind of want something there. So now I'm just going to take this shade, which is Bitten, from the Smashbox Art Love colour, which I'm pretty sure is a limited edition palette, but it is really, really good. So if you get your hands on it, then I recommend doing so. And now I'm just taking my Mary Luminizer as my highlight for my inner corner on my eyes to bring out my eyes that little bit more. And this is the finished look. So this is my contour, highlight and foundation routine. I hope you guys like this look. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time.